So hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel. And today I want us to talk about the defeat at Newcastle, and what are we actually learning from that defeat. And it is really eye opening. The defeat is eye opening with regards to where we actually place some players in our team. Where do we actually rank them? Because we have gotten a clear picture of some of these players in this team, and what do we even mean when we talk about squad depth. I'm going to talk about the game, and then after I've talked about the game, I'm going to try and talk about what can I actually make out of this game, and what do I see about the future of certain players in this team. So I looked first of all at the lineup, the team's lineup, and I realized that the Maresca had decided to go with a slightly reserved lineup, picking the what some fans call the B team, and this has really caught my attention when it comes to trying to see, do we have players who are in the level to actually even compete in the Premier League? Because we did not score a goal. We didn't look like we were going to score a goal in this game. But we also did not look like we are not going to concede. Because the reason why Chelsea did not win this game is squarely upon the team. And I believe that Enzo Maresca picked this team deliberately. It was somehow like trying to prove a point somewhere, because Maresca had decided that there's a certain team that is going to use in the cup competitions. But remember, playing in the playing conference league opponents is not like playing Premier League opponents, because a lot of fans, including myself, thought that this team would be enough to actually get a result. And this team again showcased why they do not start. No player who came on actually showed why he should actually be in the starting 11. And I'm talking about players such as João Felix. I'm talking about players such as Nkunku. I'm talking about the defense. And we really need to really look into our defense. We need to heavily scrutinize our defensive problems. And I don't know who's the defensive coach this season, because it is individual. We don't have quality defenders after spending all that money that Chelsea have spent. It's quite interesting, because we cannot have spent all those the amount of money that we've spent, and we did not manage to secure a quality defender. Because people complain about Colwill and Fofana. We know very well that Colwill and Fofana are also quite suspect. We know that these are one of the few defenders. Yes, they start week in, week out, but they're the best of the lot. Colwill and Wesley Fofana are the best of the lot. In that back line, I can probably say it is only Reece James and Marco Kurela who I can compare and say that these are very good defenders. And even yesterday, I think Marco Kurela was amongst the players who played really well. But the other defenders are just not good enough. We saw how clumsy Disasi was. He was clumsy on the ball. He was slow playing as that right back. He was so poor. He will not even play balls over the top for the runs of Noni Madueke. No. He did not even attempt to play any forward pass. He was just receiving the ball and dragging Chelsea's attack behind. He cannot dribble. He just offers absolutely nothing to the team. So I do not understand why we had to get rid of players such as Trevor Chalobah and send Trevor Chalobah to Crystal Palace so that we can be stuck with players such as Badiashile and Disasi. Disasi, how can you just score an own goal? The team has just conceded, and then you score an own goal and take away the game from the team. That was so bad. And this again emphasizes what we are talking about when we look to regards to the other team, the fans call it the B team. And I think Enzo Maresca did not even make substitutions during halftime because he wanted to emphasize a point. He wanted to say that, okay, you say that you want cup competitions. You say that I don't give you minutes and opportunities. Here is the cup game. Go and play. Go and make sure that you have a run in the cup. That's why he decided to sacrifice Chelsea's fortunes in the Carabao Cup to try and appease some of these players, because some of these players think that they are so good enough that they should be starting the games week in, week out. So for these players not to start games week in, week out, it is clear that they are not good enough. And it was get the reason why some of these players are not playing. They should get the reason. They should understand. A player like João Felix should understand why he doesn't start over Cole Palmer. He had a very beautiful opportunity towards the 80th minute. Instead of just chipping the ball over the goal or taking the goalkeeper out and scoring sublimely, he played the ball at the far post area. And that is so, so poor. So I really, really sympathize with some of these players. Enzo Fernandez is so, so appalling. You can see 100 million, cannot defend. He could not even play a forward pass yesterday. He was just playing sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. And that's why the statistics that came out that said that Chelsea actually have a win percentage of 21% when Fernandez is on the pitch. It shows something, because I don't know how he's going to get in front of Lavia. It's not going to happen. Disasi, but we are just one centre back away from actually losing our season, because the other centre backs, Tosin, who was supposed to come in and replace Thiago Silva, is not looking at it. Look at Disasi, look at Badiashile. We don't have the centre backs. So what are we going to do to actually get an elite centre back? We should prioritize an elite centre back. Jorgensen also was not claiming crosses. That is one of the reasons why I'm actually coming to believe that Enzo Maresca is saying that Sanchez is his number one. He sees them train. Willy Caballero gives him the feedback of the two goalkeepers. It seems like out of the 80 goalkeepers we've signed, Robert Sanchez is the best. So we need to try and look at we need to try and look at the issues that we have as a team. So sorry, somebody was trying to call me and I had to try and cancel them out. So we understand that the defense is not ready. The defense is not ready. And yeah. Another thing we need to talk about is the position of Dewsbury Hall. How could he play Dewsbury Hall as a right wing? I understand he did not want to tire Madueke because we have a very huge game on Saturday against Manchester United away at Old Trafford. And yeah, but again, why didn't he play Gusto? He should have played Gusto so that Gusto can give that overlapping run. But it was so bad. The right-hand side was dead. But I can give credit to some players. I thought Mikhailo Mudryk was probably the only attacker who was trying to do something. He lost the ball sometimes, but you could see he tried to create some opportunities. He tried to even create some assists. Mikhailo Mudryk was the only attacker who was trying. There are some players who we can come out of this game and say, this player tried. One of those players was Mudryk. Mudryk tried. Cucurella really tried. Playing out from the back, you could see the way Veiga was so poor in that midfield. Fernandez does not even justify why he should start Chelsea's game. And that is just all I have to say about this team. So they were given an opportunity by the manager to go far up in this competition. The manager wanted to give them the competition. They knocked themselves out. So I hope now they will not be growling at the manager for not selecting them in the Premier League squads, because they were given the opportunity. They did not do anything. So yeah, that is what it is. That's the predicament that we find ourselves in. What do I have to say about the game? Does it affect the Saturday game? I don't think it affects the Saturday game because majority of our main team was not there. Neto was not there. You now also on Christopher Nkunku, he did not justify why he should start over Jackson. There's a reason why Jackson is starting over him, and you could see. These are the reasons why Jackson starts over Nkunku. So I saw what happened at the Manchester City game. Manchester City are also out, but I realized that Manuel Akanji got very Manuel Akanji got a very serious injury, and you know Akanji is one of the most stable centre backs for Pep Guardiola. And you know Ake, the way Ake is usually very injury prone, same as John Stones. So that's why some people are asking, why didn't we start some of the fasting players? Some people are even calling for Palmer to come on. And I was asking them, are you crazy? Why would you bring Palmer on? And then probably Newcastle creates a very dangerous foul against him. And then we lose Cole Palmer to a game that we've already lost. Why? What was the point of bringing in Cole Palmer? I said, we did not have to bring Cole Palmer in this game. And I said, in fact, I never wanted him to be even in the substitutes bench. It is rather we'll get out of the Carabao Cup final, but we have a fit Cole Palmer throughout the season. That is what I always say. Because I don't know where this team can finish without Palmer. There's zero chance creation in this team without Cole Palmer. So, in my opinion, Palmer should have never stepped on that pitch. And I'm happy that he did not step on that pitch. I'm happy that Fofana was not there. I'm happy that Lavia, Chris James were not there. I'm happy Neto did not even play in this game. And I'm really disappointed about the performance, but I wanted us to go far into this cup, but it is what it is. Last season we were at the final. This season we were knocked out in a game that we shouldn't have lost. We lost this game not because Newcastle were so great. We lost this game because we created mistakes. We scored an own goal. We played shit when we tried to play from the back, and that has actually cost us a cup draw. So what is your opinion about this team? What is your opinion? You can tell that Jorgensen is not good enough when he was playing with Badiashile and Disasi in defense. If you want to see how poor Sanchez is, just play. Yeah. Disasi and Badiashile are just too I don't know how Chelsea managed to loan Chalobah to Crystal Palace and have these bumps in defense. I do not understand. We need to know how we are going to get rid of Disasi and Badiashile. They are not good defenders. Badiashile likes to ball watch. This guy cannot defend. And not only does he defend, he plays these risky passes that put the team under pressure. These two players are just not good enough for this team. They are not good enough. Disasi and Badiashile, they are not good. This is the most physical team that we put out today. They cannot defend crosses. Imagine, Disasi with his aerial ability cannot defend a cross and chooses to score an own goal with his foot. There it is. I have nothing more to say. So they have justified why Maresca does not start them. They now cannot go to the manager's office and complain about not getting game time in the Premier League because they have been given the game time. They have been given a Premier League opponent and they have failed. We cannot rely on this team in the Premier League. If we rely on this team in the Premier League, we finish 10th. So we only have a strong first team, and then I want us to get this out of our mind. We do not have a strong squad depth. On paper, it looks strong. On the pitch, it's not strong. Felix is not what we expected. Nkunku is not as good as we expected. He's even being played out of position. The likes of Modric, the likes of Fernandez, the likes of Veiga, the likes of Disasi and Badiashile. This B team is a quantity. This is a quantity-based squad depth. It's not a quality-based squad depth. It's not like the Manchester City squad depth that they had, where you'd have David Silva on the pitch, Bernardo Silva is on the bench. You have Fernandinho on the pitch, Gundogan is on the bench. You have Aguero on the pitch, you have Gabriel Jesus on the bench. You have Sterling on the pitch, you have Sane on the bench. You have Riyad Mahrez on the pitch. You see, it is not that depth. It is not that depth where you have Laporte and Stones play, and then you have Company and Otamendi at the bench. We do not have that quality. We do not have the quality in the bench. It's not there, and this game has proved it. So that is my opinion about this game, and I am really disappointed. I did not expect us to leave that cup final like that. So I'll try to look into Manchester United today and try to come up with a video previewing Manchester United's game. They won yesterday. I'm seeing a lot of Man United fans trolling me how they are going to stamp their authority against Chelsea on Sunday. We wait to see how that game is going to go by. I'm going to try and analyze it, but we really need to get this bozo moment. I don't want this thing of playing from the back at Old Trafford, because I know Sanchez is going to have a bozo moment at Old Trafford. I can see a bozo moment from Sanchez at Old Trafford. So if he cannot find a good passing option, he should clear that ball. I want a win in that game. I do not want this playing out from the back and then conceding stupid goals playing out from the back. If you cannot find, and if all your options are being man-marked, play the ball forward. The good thing in the Manchester United game, we have a striker who can actually hold up the ball. Play the ball to Jackson, then allow Jackson to bring on other players into the team. Yeah, that's what I have to say about this game. And hopefully we can get a result at Old Trafford, because that is the problem that we've actually brought to ourselves. So thank you very much for joining this live stream, and see you in our next video. Bye.